2 cards, one of the Black Raven, and one of the White Raven. A country torn in 2. One to the west, and one to the east. When those which were split are made whole again, the truth will reveal itself. Seems a little bit melodramatic. Oh, is this the Ablaze portion of Turnabout Ablaze? It's the Yata-Garasu! The Yata-Garasu's here! Oh, so hello everybody, sorry it took me so long to get started on this next part. You, accursed Yata-Garasu! K, you... what? Eight hours earlier? Why are we still doing the time travel shenanigans? Alright, March 14th, 10 a.m., so at 6 p.m. shit went down. It's so nice, almost dreamlike, to finally have the chance to relax and sip some tea. Especially after what a whirlwind the past few days have been. On my return flight, I was dragged into a case involving an Interpol agent's murder. The next day, I investigated a kidnapping and a murder at the Gatewaterland theme park. And later that night, a detective's dead body welcomed me back to my office. Gee, I wonder if these are all interconnected. Along with a thief who was out to pilfer files related to a case from 10 years ago. How did I manage to find myself in the middle of so many cases back to back? Well, at least I have today. All I ask is that I be allowed to spend it quietly. Mr. Edgeworth! Oh. This is big. Big, I tell ya! Hey, what's wrong with you? Where's your enthusiasm? And suddenly the phrase, the fragility of dreams, comes to mind. What are you talking about? Fragile dreams? Come on, let's go. The fake Yata-Garasu isn't going to just find herself, you know. Well, if you must know, it's possible that I was paid a visit last night by your fake. Say what? Unfortunately for us, the thief managed to escape. But even now, we're still looking for this criminal. However, I must warn you that we've only had a few hours to search so far. So I must insist that you be patient on this one, Kay. Well, what's with you today? Are you sure you aren't sleep-talking to me right now? Anyway, I've got something much more important that I want you to see. Oh, and that is... take a look at this. March 14th, I will be there to steal your dirtiest secret. It's quite a bold declaration to send to an embassy. Suppose it was inevitable that a newspaper would catch wind of this. The date the card mentions is today. Today, huh? Come on, we gotta hurry. The embassy awaits. Suppose it is quite an urgent matter. However, do you know which country's embassy we should be investigating? Well, it's some really special country, and I'm actually really fuzzy on the details. But never mind that. Where's all your energy? Why are you so lackadaisical today? I'm not Kay, you're just too wound up. Well then you should get too wound up too. Because this just might be our chance to catch that woman. You mean Miss Yu. The woman who killed Kay's father, Byrne Faraday, 7 years ago. Callisto Yu. She claimed to be the great thief Yata-Garasu, and then disappeared from the courtroom. Arg, she makes me so mad, the phony. Everyone knows that the real Yata-Garasu would never send something like a calling card, until a company's underhanded dealings are made public. The target is always totally unaware that the Yata-Garasu has paid them a visit. That's what makes the real Yata-Garasu so awesome. The Yata-Garasu's card that's shown in this article looks to me as though it could be a genuine. See? That's the thing. Whoever it is, that person isn't the real deal, but has knowledge of the Yata-Garasu. If this isn't a clue that that woman's involved, then nothing is. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. Out the door you go. Wait, there are a few preparations I must make before we go. There's something interesting about this card we found last night here in my office. It's of a different color than the one in the article, which makes me wonder why. What's up? Any reason why you're boring a hole through the newspaper with your eyes? No, no reason at all. Very well, seeing as how Miss Yu is also someone of special nature to me. I agree there is some merit to be found in investigating this. I knew you'd come around. Make sure to lock your door, Chief. Wait, no, that didn't stop it last time. Alright, fair enough. 3 hours before the fire. Wait. No, that's 1 hour. Oh, shit. By light of this night's moon, we are ready! Ready to embark on our nightly outing! Oh, and this is where our tale begins! The sun setting at 5 in March? In what is more likely California? That's bizarre. What a coincidence. Who would have thought that a Steel Samurai stage show would ever be held at such an elegant theater inside a foreign embassy? Yeah, the climax was really awesome. Steel Samurai sushi slice. I got chills down my spine when he pulled that move out. I suppose it really is more impactful to watch a show in person than on television. I have to say, though, this embassy is set up kind of funny. I mean, they have 2 countries sharing the same building. As you said yourself, this place and the countries it houses are very special. Even this theater is special in that it is a neutral zone shared by the 2 countries. So let me get this straight. The Steel Samurai show just now is being sponsored by one of the 2 countries? The one that's called the Kingdom of Alabast, right? Alabasta? One Piece reference? Yes, it would appear that the Steel Samurai is very popular in that country as well. Seems that way. But you know who I'm really into? The Jammin' Ninja. The Republic of Mabal is sponsoring a Jammin' Ninja stage show. That's something for fangirls like me. We've totally got to see that too, Mr. Edgeworth. The Jammin' Ninja show is going to kick the Steel Samurai show's rear end. You know what? Ever since I first met this girl, I've always had this inkling that what she really wants to be is not a thief, but rather a ninja. So anyway, about today's event. What's it called again? The Kingdom of Alabast versus the Republic of Babal Goodwill Jubilee. The small European countries of the Kingdom of Alabast and the Republic of Babal. These 2 countries used to be a single entity that was abundant with nature. It was called the Principality of Codopia. Oh. Is everything alright, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, I'm alright. Moving on. After a period of civil unrest, the country split in 2, though sides of their past remain. For example, their flags preserve the flower and butterfly motifs to this day. Motifs. Codopia, huh? The KG-8 incident, and what was referred to as the second KG-8 incident, in which an embassy staff member was murdered. Both of these cases were related to the Principality of Codopia. In the 7 years that have passed, the country may have split into 2. However, the Yatagarasu still sent a calling card here. What could it all mean? Mr. Edgeworth, I know you're thinking about something. Oh, excuse me, what were we talking about again? If you could please stop spacing out on me. Anyway, we were talking about the Alabast versus Babal Goodwill Jubilee. The 2 countries have had a pretty bad relationship with each other, but supposedly they've been trying really hard to make up recently. That's why they decided to hold this event. If that's the case, then why the verses? Also, both countries claim to own the real Primedix statue, a national treasure to both. They're planning to have them publicly evaluated today to see which one's the real deal. Okay, need to remind you to take care not to succumb to your thieving desires. But when it comes to treasure, I can't help myself. You know that. She better be saying that in jest. Hey, I can read your body language, you know, and you've got it all wrong. Look, I'm here to do some investigating. Investigating, I tell you. Heh, I know. Although we don't know if the Yatagarasu will really make an appearance, suppose we should still spend some time examining this place. For what reason? There are pamphlets about the two embassies here on this table. It still looks weird to me. The country split into two a few years back, and they've shared the building and its grounds 50-50 ever since. Oh? I guess it's because they don't have the money to build two separate ones, huh? I should think that's not the reason why, Kay. Suppose I'll just help myself to one of these. Interesting that you take one. What is all the hubbub? Ack! Hey, look! It's the Steel Samurai! He's got his son, the Iron Infant, with him! He's still being played by Willpower. Something I can help you with? Wondering what is beyond these doors. See Albaston by Embassy. Now, unless you have some business with the Embassy. Suppose I can't really claim to have any business with the Embassy right now. Well, you don't have to be so rude about it, Mr. Guard. I guess we're talking to, you? May I speak with you for a second? It's the Steel Samurai. Mr. Edgeworth, what are you glaring at him for? Ahem. Please excuse me. It's just that I've never seen a superhero up close before. Is this... Oh my god, he signed an autograph. Looks like he's written something down for you. To Edgeworth, from Steel Samurai. Daddy, Merry Man of Neo Tokyo. Oh, an autograph! Pretty cool that you got one up, Mr. Edgeworth. Huh. Huh. Mr. Steel Samurai, Ambassador Alba is waiting for you. And now the Steel Samurai will proceed to enter the kingdom of Alabas to shake the hand of the ambassador. The Steel Samurai isn't only here for the two countries tonight, but rather can be thought of as a goodwill ambassador from our own country as well. There he goes, off to spread goodwill to the world. He really does seem like a goodwill ambassador, doesn't he? Okay, we're showing the next segment now. Cue camera. In just a few seconds, the Jammin' Ninja stage show is set to begin. After the show, the Jammin' Ninja will enter the Republic of Babal. He is set to meet with the ambassador of Babal at that time. Ah, the Jammin' Ninja is about to start. We gotta get back to our seats. Regrettably, I don't have much of an interest in ninjas. Lame. Well, this show will change your mind. Come on, we have to hurry. You miss even a second of the Jammin' Ninja's awesome play and I'll never forgive you. Just jamming with his raccoon, Tanuki. Suppose you're not about to give me much of a choice. Here are you, Kay? I could listen to that A Ninja Marked for Death's lullaby song all day. His superb playing and that sad melody really brought a tear to my eye. And his heart-wrenching voice, now that's the Jammin' Ninja's greatest weapon. Ah, those pieces of Jammin' Ninja merchandise over there. I've got to have them. Especially with the hair sticks they're selling exclusively at these shows. They're exactly like the ones the heroine Princess Missila wears in her hair. Anyway, hold it right there, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes? You're thinking of going home, aren't you? Well, it doesn't seem likely that the Yatagarasu will be making an appearance tonight. Most likely it was simply a prank. No way, I just know the Yatagarasu will show. But I thought you said that the Yatagarasu doesn't send calling cards. Yeah, I did, but I figured from the very beginning that this would wind up being a wild goose chase. But that card she sent was a genuine fake calling card. A genuine fake? Well, how can I word this? The Yagarasu's mark that's on the calling card isn't exactly the same as my mark. Get it now? We've got a problem! Oh my god, is that fucking Lotta Hart. The Yatagarasu has been spotted in Alabast! What? You hear that, Mr. Edgeworth? Ha! So you finally decided to show yourself, you phony. Hey, what gives? I'm sorry, but I will need to search you before you may enter. What the? Hey, the Steel Samurai just walked straight on through without one? Now, if you don't hurry up and let me through, my phony is going to escape. Oh. Was someone wearing... Was she wearing the Steel Samurai costume? Okay, a country's embassy is considered to be a part of the country itself. If you don't go through the proper procedures to enter the country... Mr. Edgeworth! I'm going to enter through Babal and climb over the wall into Alabast. You would tell a prosecutor straight out that you intend to illegally enter another... Okay, are you listening to me? Okay, Faraday, and I'm coming through. Yes, and welcome. Someone stop her! Anyone! March 14th. Okay, where are you? Don't tell me you really did find some way over this fence. Ack! Fire! This is too big for us to handle! Looks like the Yatagarasu came to Babal, too. You accursed Yatagarasu. Kay, you had better be alright, wherever you are. Oh, a way to bury the lead at the beginning had me thinking, like, what, did he think Kay did it? Secretariat's office. I told you it wasn't me! Hold it! Kay, are you alright? Do I look alright to you? Now, can you do something about this woman? Mr. Edgeworth. Detective Gumshoe, what is the meaning of this? Well, sir, it's, this. Oh. He's... It wasn't me. He was already dead when I ran in here, hot on the heels of the fake Yatagarasu. Look, I only came in here because I saw a suspicious person at the open-air stage. A suspicious person. A long black coat and a hood over their head. I dare you to tell me that's not suspicious. When I saw that person, I immediately thought that they must be the fake Yatagarasu. So I chased after them into the embassy, and into here, and then lost sight of them. But I just know that person is the one who did it. What are you so worked up over? There's no reason for you to be this loud. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're Agent Lang's secretary. Shih-na, I believe your name is, correct? And if you are making an arrest, I assume you have evidence that it was Kay who committed the crime. Is that also correct? You refuse to answer? I don't need to answer. You are merely a prosecutor in this country, meaning you have no investigative authority. Hey, pal, so what the heck does what you just said mean? If it happened there, it's under Mr. Edgeworth's jurisdiction. The end. And seeing as how this building is sitting on our soil, we can investigate wherever we'd like. Unfortunately, Detective, embassies are a different matter. This office is considered to be part of the Republic of Babal, which means that anything that happens in here defaults to the control of the Babalese government and Babalese law, giving them exclusive extraterritorial rights. Extraterrestrial rights? Sir, do you believe that the truth is out there? Basically, our country's laws do not apply inside the embassy of another country. That's what was agreed to by our respective governments. Our authority to investigate was effectively nullified the second we entered the place. Which means we can do little here in this situation. No way, sir. Please leave this matter in Interpol's hands and go home. Mr. Edgeworth. Hey, you're not... Mr. Edgeworth! In that case, allow me to join your investigation. Oh, Miss Von Karma. Eek? Ambassador Paulie, I truly appreciate you allowing me to join the investigation. It's really nothing. Manny was my secretariat, so as much as I want to help, blah 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 blah. So of course I want to help you as much as I can. In fact, it's a blessing that Interpol agents were able to make it so quickly. Francisca. Well, I never imagined that I meet you here of all places. This is an embassy, meaning that you have no authority to conduct. Already? What is it? Ambassador Paulie. And you are? I'm Miles Edgeworth, public prosecutor. I ask that you please allow me to investigate this case as Miss Von Karma's assistant. Assistant? Miles, what the heck do you think you're... Please, I implore you, Ambassador Paulie. Very well, I'll be counting on the two of you, Miss Von Karma and Mr. Edgeworth. What do you mean by you'll be Miss Von Karma's assistant? I don't exactly have a choice, do I, Detective? If I don't become Francisca's assistant, I can't participate in this investigation. There you go again, running at the mouth with that aloof expression on your face. Francisca, please. I don't know what you're planning quite yet, but at least I do know one thing. You are now my subordinate. Just remember that my whip is always ready to wake you should you have a brain lapse. Of course, I'll keep that in mind. You're done playing games. Right, let's begin the investigation. Alright. By the way, Detective, suppose it's a bit late to be asking, but why are you here? Well, better late than never, I guess, sir. Placed on guard duty for the Ablaze embassy today. Why are our police guarding an embassy? Well, I got the card they got from the Yatagarasu. They called us up and asked for our help, sir. Oh, and because we've been searching for the Yatagarasu these past 7 years, it was more or less mutually beneficial arrangement, if you ask me. Except for how mutually unbeneficial this has all turned out to be, I suppose. Looks like you failed to competently perform your guard duty yet again. Look forward to your next salary negotiation. Although it's out of my hands. But sir, if it gets cut anymore, I won't be able to buy even packet noodles anymore. Okay, well, then get good, scrub. So our victim was the secretariat of this embassy, I take it? Manny Cochin, I heard that he was an admirable person. Very admirable. Cause of death is a stab to the base of his neck. He was lax in watching his back. We were fortunate that the fire missed our victim's body part for the most part. If the fire had burned a bit longer, it would have made identifying him a hassle. So Mr. Cochin was stabbed to death in the middle of a raging fire. What in the world happened inside this room? I won't rest until I've investigated every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. A knife. Is this knife the murder weapon? Some preliminary testing has been conducted. According to the results, the blood on that matches the victim's blood. The blade shape was also found to be consistent with the stab wound. Suppose that means that we now know that the criminal was committed with this knife. The knife's got some really fancy ornamentation going on, huh, sir? Thing practically screams artsy at me, too. Though it's also covered in blood, just like the last thing that I said was artsy. But the handle is pristine. There's not a single drop of blood on it. Speaking of the handle, I believe it has a butterfly motif. It's very beautiful. Okay. What you got in your pocket? There appears to be something in his pocket. This key. It can't be. Isn't this Yatagarasu's key that was stolen 7 years ago? What? But that's... Huh? 7 years ago. Ooh. You mean that case where I was framed, sir? Yes, it's the piece of evidence that stole the life of Kay's father 7 years ago, which was then stolen by Callisto U. What? Faraday was killed with this key, sir. Thought he was killed with a knife. Eek. Scruffy, at the very least, try to remember the details of crimes you were a suspect in. Franziska, as you will recall, Detective Gumshoe was not present when Miss Yu made her escape. Plus, even among law enforcement, only a few knew of this key's existence. I doubt that a new rookie at the time would have been privy to such knowledge. I feel like this victim right now. Trampled on, sir. Suppose I'll just have to fill you in now. The secret to this key is... Rotate, please. Wait, am I... Oh wow, this amazing, sir. It's like some kind of magic trick. Okay, I just had to examine, not present. I knew it. This is the same exact piece of evidence that Miss Yu took with her. Remember this beautiful pattern in the blade. Remember this as well. It's a vine motif, isn't it? Yes, it looks like 2 interwoven vines crisscrossing down the blade. Vine, sir. It looks like a bunch of stars if you ask me. It's one of those 6-sided stars, just like the police mark on our IDs. Oh, it's one of those 6-sided stars, just like the police mark on our IDs. I really don't think you can call these stars. To say that the detective's art sense is undeveloped would be an understatement. The real question is why was the Babali's embassy secretariat holding this? While we don't know how Mr. Cochin comes to possess this key. We do know... Oh wait, no, that was Edgeworth. We don't know how he came to acquire this key. However, we do know that this was stolen by the Yatagarasu from the Kodopian embassy. That's right. Mr. Faraday had written that fact down in his organizer. I believe this means that further research is required into the country of Kodopia. Go to Wikipedia. Why don't you ask Ambassador Paleno about what he knows? Supposedly he was a candidate to be the next Kodopian ambassador once long ago. He should be able to answer any specific questions you may have. Alright then. I can't believe that Manny fell among thieves tonight. Without him, I have no idea what my schedule is for... what my schedule for tonight is. Master Paleno, I believe your schedule tonight will consist of listening to reports from the police. That and something else. Sorry for skipping. Ask you to cooperate not only for your own sake, but for Mr. Cochin's as well. You're a rather strong man, aren't you? How fascinating. Here, I know it isn't much, but I'd like you to have these. I had to take off the headset. It is too dang hot in here. So, yeah. I will not be commenting on the music. Because can't hear it. Oh my god, why is it like 80-something degrees here? It's ridiculous. I'm sorry, but it would be against my principles to accept a bribe. Oh, no. These are simply coupons we distribute to promote Babal. Remember, we offer a large number of discounts and offers when you visit lovely Babal. I remember, the Republic of Babal is known for its feverish tourism industry. Tell me about Manny. I was wondering if you might tell me a bit about the deceased Manny Cochin. He was my secretary and the embassy secretariat, charged with running the whole place. He was an admirable man. His death is a great loss to our country. He was in charge of everything, accounting, printing, taking care of our national treasures. Sorry, but did you say printing? Our country's primary source of revenue is our tourism industry. So in order for us to print the necessary pamphlets, flyers, coupons, etc., we have a printing press here at our embassy. I see. Please excuse my forwardness, however. I feel I should mention that I have the distinct impression that I've met him before. Oh, yes. Since you are of the legal profession, I suppose you just might have. After all, Manny was involved in the KG-8 incident. The KG-8 incident. The defendant who was found innocent in that case was Manny. Yeah, duh. So your Mr. Cochin is the same man as the one in that case. It's been 10 years. Manny recovered personally from that case and drove enthusiastically into this job. He was the only one who planned this event and was to oversee this embassy's renovations. It is a shame he has such a bright future ahead of him. What exactly did you mean earlier by renovations? We can't have tourists and visitors to our embassy think we're a poor nation, can we? So renovating the embassy is something of an investment. We may have a rather paltry budget, but we're trying our best to make do. However, I guess the only person who could have helped us do our best is now no longer with us. You sweating a little too hard there, buddy. Ambassador Paleno, I was wondering if I could ask you about Codopia. Codopia? Alright, what would you like to talk about? First, I'd like to ask you about this key. What about this key? I found it sticking out of Mr. Cochin's pocket. I believe it originally belonged to this embassy, is that correct? Upon closer inspection, it seems that this key is shaped like a butterfly. It's not all about this key, it's also capable of changing into a knife. Oh, how fascinating! Is it possible that the ambassador didn't know about the existence of this key? In this knife form, there is a flower mark at the base of the blade. I guess this knife might be from when we used to be a part of Codopia. And how did you come to that conclusion? As both of Codopia's national symbols, the butterfly and the flower. Suppose Manny used this key here at the embassy back when we were still Codopia. Master Paleno, this key was stolen from the Codopian embassy 7 years ago. By Callisto Yu, otherwise known as the Great Thief Yatagarasu. Oh, really? We're not aware that Miss Yu had broken into this embassy at that time. I'm sorry, I can't be of much help. I'm not very familiar with the details, you see. I became the ambassador after Babal became its own independent nation. But if Manny were still alive, he would probably know about what happened back then. Mr. Cochin and Miss Yu knew each other 7 years ago. But that doesn't explain why I found the Yatagarasu's key here in the present. You looking shifty, shady, and all other kinds of crazy. Because this is a national treasure, can I ask that you please not touch it? I'm afraid the only ones allowed to touch it are myself and the Secretariat. But there's a possibility that this is related to the murder, wouldn't you agree? Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, why don't we give up for now? Force them to let us investigate it later when we find some solid proof. Suppose I don't have a choice here. This must be one of the Primduck statues Kay was talking about earlier. Is it just me, or does this man look just like the Steel Samurai? They could be twins. That's some fireplace. You know, it really gives this place a mansion-like quality, don't you think, sir? Oh, if these are a staple in every Babalese house. I bet Santa Claus pays them a visit, too. Just how old are you again, detective? Hey, it's another butterfly. I believe it is the symbol of the Republic of Babal. A drawing this big on the wall of an embassy definitely conveys a sense of overwhelming patriotism. Well, I've got a lot of patriotism too, sir. The reason I became a cop in the first place was because I wanted to protect our country. You may want to, detective, however, I've yet to see the fruits of your desire. Damn. Not to be so blunt about it, sir. Like, he was... Edgeworth, there's still some on this display rack, sir. Knives, huh? Although the blades are all that remain of them, unfortunately. Guess the handles all got burnt off by the fire. Ah, so even the knives fell victim to the fire. Master Paulie, are these knives yours? Why, yes they are! They are a special set of ornamental knives featuring the national symbol of Babal. These butterfly-themed knives, along with Alabast's own set of knives, are comprised of 3 knives each. But I can't believe the Bubblies ones have been reduced to this state. Ornamental knives, huh? A small release from the tang of this blade. Master Paulie, what is this notch here for? Oh, that! It's a feature of these knives wherein you can freely exchange the handles on them. So that we can change how they look to fit the situation, of course. I see. These knives were constructed so that the handles could be easily removed. You didn't take that down in your copybook? Shelves are lined with American souvenirs and memorabilia. Really strange, isn't it? Man, I thought this was the Ablaze embassy. So, why are there so many American souvenirs, sir? Perhaps the Paulies are studying American culture and our tourism industry. Tourism industry. They have plans to make the Paulies tourism industry truly flourish. Then they would need to observe and study other countries' methods, I suppose. Speaking of tourism, I got these from the blonde guy earlier, sir. So if I bring these with me to Babal, I can trade them in for a few buffets. Oh, so how do you expect to travel to Babal? Well, the whole world is connected by the ocean, sir. For all you can eat buffet, I'd swim all the way to Babal if I have to. Can a few simple coupons really motivate people to do such fantastic things? Hey, you'd be surprised how far people will go to save money. I haven't talked to them. Oh, but we're not scene shifting. Okay, are you alright? You believe me, don't you, Mr. Edgeworth? You don't think I did it, right? Yes, of course I don't, and I promise to prove that it wasn't you. That's enough chit-chat. You can investigate all you like, but it's only a matter of time before we take her in. It'll be wise of you to give up while you can. No, I don't think so. Kay isn't lying, and my investigation will prove that to be true. Go ahead and try then, if you're that confident. Can't allow this to continue on this way. I must prove her innocence post-haste. What's the logic looking like? Butterfly and the motif? Could have sworn I had like a third logic point? Or fourth logic point? The design on the knife's handle. It greatly resembles the special bubbly species of butterfly. It does, doesn't it? Plus it says right here. This knife is property of the Republic of Babal. Perhaps this means that the knife used in the crime was found right in this room? Do I have to check out the body again? The coach, I've seen him before. He was a suspect in the KG8 incident. I saw him talking with the elder sister of the victim of that case, Miss Callisto Yu. I wonder if there was a connection between his murder and the KG8 incident. Nope, same thing. Interpol is still investigating. Huh. Mr. Edgeworth, I feel really bad for the guy, so why don't we do as he says? Yes, I suppose we might as well. Oh, please. Looks like this is what's a great-grandfather clock. but has fallen victim to the fire. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, is it okay for me to talk about the clocks in my house, sir? They're unrelated to the case. I hope that you refrain from sharing, but... Well, there was this one clock that I made by myself, but the timer I managed to... It's quite enough, detective. This statue resembles that hero, the Steel Samurai, don't you think? I was thinking, why would you say to changing its... Or what would you say to changing its name to the Steel Samurai statue? It just might attract a few more tourists to our country if I did, right? I'm not sure what to think. I thought that thing was a national treasure. Master Paleno, I was wondering if you might have some thoughts on this. I think that you would know much more about the case than I. So let me make it up to you for not knowing anything about that with these coupons. Thank you, however I feel I must decline. Oh dear. If people were to find out that a murder occurred at our embassy, the number of tourists would plummet, as would our revenues. It would be a disaster. What are we going to do? He really does seem worried. Perhaps I should refrain from bringing this up. Oh, coward. Nothing on that. Oh, isn't that about our great embassy? How do you like our pamphlets? Feeling different about them, to be honest. I'm just using this as evidence. Oh, that's too bad. In that case, I guess we'll just have to try harder to make more charming ones. I just had a flash of inspiration. We should make all of our pamphlets into coupon books. His expectations of what a coupon can do is just a tad hyperinflated. Okay, I gotta be missing something here. The ceiling fan must have fallen from the ceiling. Ceiling fan. What does one of those do? Exactly what it sounds like it does. It's a fan that is installed on one's ceiling. Well, if I had one of those in my room, I bet I'd go dizzy from staring at it as I slept. Detective Gumshoe, in the real world, we close our eyes when we sleep. Oh my god, nothing from that either? Oh, okay, I had to talk to Franziska. Like, why is she here when she is supposed to be overseas in pursuit of a smuggling ring? I thought it was just going to be flavor text. I was investigating at the Alabastian embassy when I got wind of this mess. Ah, that's right. The Yatagarasu was due to appear at that embassy as well. Yes, but the difference is that we didn't have a fire over there. Although there was an incident at the Alabastian embassy as well. But I left Agent Lang in charge of that case and came over to the Ablaze embassy. Ah, so Agent Lang is here as well, huh? I see you've met. Well, he's in the Alabastian embassy acting as bodyguard for Ambassador Alba. However, he seems to have a different reason for being there. So the suspect in the murder that occurred in this office is that little girl, I see. Is she perhaps trying to be the Yatagarasu? Kay would never harm a soul, sir. Kay? Remember, do you not, about the case we investigated together 7 years ago? That girl is the daughter of the victim in that case, Mr. Faraday. So she's that feisty little girl. Kay has been on the trail of the Yatagarasu, which is how she ended up here. Looking for the one who took her father's life. I see. Kay's trying so hard, but you know what? The Yatagarasu just keeps on tricking us all. How so? Yatagarasu sent a card saying I will be there to steal your dirtiest secret. But all we've had is an arson and a murder. The lab boys are going in circles. You know what this is, sirs? It's a breach of contract, and it's going on the rap sheet. If you ask me, I'm perfectly fine with the fact that nothing was stolen tonight. I do wonder, though, if Callisto Yu really is Yatagarasu. Let's look at some more logic here. Is that why she's here? Because the Yatagarasu was coming? Is the embassy involved in smuggling? To steal your dirtiest secret. Is it possible that the dirty secret the Yatagarasu was out to steal is in this very room? Dirty secret? Francisco, you're in pursuit of some dirty, underhanded dealings yourself, are you not? Something tells me that this is no coincidence. In that case, then, the person I'm looking for is here in the Babylese embassy, huh? The head of the smuggling operation. I think I just might need to ask Francisco about her smuggling case in more depth. Francisco, when we last talked, you said that you were on the trail of a smuggling ring. Suppose the reason you are here right now is related to that? Yes. After analyzing the intel we've gathered from various countries, this embassy rose to the top of our list of sites to investigate. And this is what tipped us off. This accounting document is only one page of the whole thing, so we're not sure about all the details. However, it's enough for us to grab onto the tail of the beast. For you see, this type of paper was made only in the kingdom of Codopia. Which means that somewhere in the country of Alabast and Babal is the head. One pulling the strings behind the entire smuggling ring. Oh, that was Francisco's line. Sorry. That's Francisco for you. She's amazing, pursuing this case with all she has. Alright, so we have this, the paper document. Accounting doc related to smuggling. Proof someone in one of the countries is ringleader. Will you tell me more? We were able to finally obtain this proof of the smuggling operation through Interpol, so remember to take extra care of in handling it, my subordinate. She's enjoying the power trip of calling me her subordinate just a tad too much. Wait, did I investigate this or just the fireplace? Oh, okay. A small personal safe. This was Mr. Colchin's office. So perhaps that's... No, that's not German. So perhaps he stored his most important documents in here. Of course, it's locked. It appears we won't be able to open it without the key. It was the key to that very particular safe? He just had a safe sitting in his office for 7 years? We know for a fact that the Yatagrasu's key was used at this embassy. Furthermore, we found it in the victim, Mr. Colchin's pocket. Which leads me to think that perhaps it is the key to the personal safe in this office. Good thinking, sir. Let's go try it out. It appears I was correct. The key that was left to us in the victim's pocket. It literally turned out to be the key to the next piece of the truth. Poetic. What do we have here? Hey, there's nothing inside. Do you think the Yatagarasu made off with everything, sir? No, detective. I believe all we need is a closer look. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. There's really only one. What is this here? Looks like the ripped corner of a piece of paper, sir. No, I don't think it's ripped. It seems more to me like it's stuck in the safe. Hey, you're right. It, won't budge an inch, when I, tug on it. But I don't think I've ever seen paper stuck on the inside of a safe before. Detective, I think you have it backwards. It's not the paper that's strange. It's the safe. What do you mean? What I mean is that the secret to this safe is that... two compartments? Even just eyeballing it, you can see the inside is a bit too shallow. Furthermore, with the unnatural way the paper is stuck at the back of the safe, I'd say that there is an extra bit of space behind the back wall of the safe. In other words, the safe has a second compartment. What? I suppose that you are correct in asserting that the paper is stuck in an unnatural manner. However, if what you say is correct and there is a second compartment, how do we go about opening the door to get it then? As you can see, there is no other lock or keyhole in sight. Actually, there is one more method of interest, or one more spot of interest to me on this safe. Oh? Yes, and I believe that spot is the keyhole to our mystery second lock. Safe in its locks. Alright then, since you are so sure of yourself, show me how you deduced your answer. Taking a chance? Doesn't the shape of this keyhole remind you of something, Franziska? The shape? Oh, so you flip it and then do it in. Oh. Clever. Wait, one moment. Alright, I'm back. The shape, it does look very familiar. However, I believe it's simply a latch hole for the safe's lock mechanism. It's just for keeping the door shut, nothing more. Is that so? The person who used this safe, Mr. Cochin, made sure the safe had two compartments in order to hide something. Do you honestly think someone like that would allow the keyhole to the hidden half to look so obviously like a keyhole that even the average person could figure it out? You can't be serious. Are you saying that this hole is the keyhole to the hidden compartment of this safe? It's precisely what I'm saying. And I will prove to you right now that the Yatagarasu's key is the key that will open it. Yatagarasu's key. Miles Edgeworth, this had better be a very bad joke. Sorry, but this is no joke. The Yatagarasu's key is the very key that will open the second compartment of this safe. You know that this key opens the first compartment of the safe, but the keyhole you're talking about is of an entirely different shape than that of the key. Boom bam, baby. We discovered this trick 7 years ago, and with it, we were able to corner Miss Yu. But who would have thought that I'd see this key again after all this time? Oh, wait, you... Yeah, no, because I tried to click the button. Let's go over this again, shall we? The Yatagarasu's key was originally made to open Mr. Cochin's safe in the Kodopian embassy. He confirmed that as fact by opening the door to his safe with it. Now let's take a look at the back end of the key. Looking at the knife portion head on, what do you see? What are you talking? Ah! It appears that you've come to understand what I'm talking about. When viewed head on, the knife's blade is the exact same shape as the keyhole. The real function of the knife portion is to act as the key to the hidden portion of the safe. But that's preposterous! Because it looks like a knife was used like one to kill Mr. Faraday 7 years ago. We fell under the misconception that it was always meant to be a knife. For both the safe and its key to conceal such clever tricks. Whatever is hidden inside the secret section must be of incredible importance. Then, it's even possible that what I've been searching for is inside. Scruffy, hurry up and open that safe. Yes, sir. Opening it now, sir. These items there. It's a bunch of funny-shaped things. Guess they're pieces of art, huh, sir? You're in the way. Now move, Scruffy. I didn't think I was in the way. These pieces of art. They're identical to the ones that had been stolen from various countries around the world. Figured as much. These are the treasures this section of the safe was to hide from view. I believe a more thorough examination is required. This is the document that we thought was stuck earlier. I wonder what it's about. Beats me, sir. Why don't we take a look at it first before we give up, Detective? Sir Cochin's name is written here on the last page. I wonder what the significance of this document is. Pieces of stolen art from around the world. Not much they're worth, especially this one. Eek! Scruffy, don't touch those valuable pieces of art with your filthy hands. Why, do you have any idea what would happen to you if one of them were to break? Just me, or did she hit one of the pieces of art just now? Oh. So, what am I taking a closer look at? Unless we deduce... Oh, because that was like 1 and 3. This is 2? Take a good look at these documents, Franziska. It says that there are 3 pages in total, and yet there are only 2 here. Correct. Now take a look at this. Oh wait, no, that was Franziska who said there were 2 here. Sorry. Correct. Now take a look at the smuggling activity document in your possession. Tell me, is it not possible that your page was taken from this set of 3? Well, it certainly looks that way. By putting our multiple... Oh my god, why am I struggling to read? By putting our multi-part puzzle together, we seem to have arrived at an answer. It seems that you have now found what you were looking for. Yes, and with this it has become crystal clear that Mr. Cochin himself was responsible for the mass smuggling of Ablaze ink. Ablaze ink. Ablaze ink is a special product of the Republic of Babal. However, due to a special reason, only a limited volume is ever exported. And that reason is... That's classified, it's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. In any case, it seems that the head of the smuggling ring was our victim, Mr. Manny Cochin. His base was in an embassy, thus it was hard for both our country and his to interfere, making it the ideal conditions under which to run a smuggling operation. Ark, but it's so frustrating. I lost the person I was to rain judgment down upon with my whip of justice. Well, even if he is dead, we still have a responsibility to look into his misdeeds. You expect me to whip a dead man? Well, I'm not interested. Franziska, you must know that Manny Cochin was the suspect in the KG-8 incident. Of course, I know. On top of being the head of the smuggling ring, there is the matter of what really happened in that case that needs to be resolved. Are you done investigating? You realize now, don't you, that this girl's the only one it could be? Now come along quietly, Yatagarasu. Kay Faraday, you're under arrest for the murder of Manny Cochin. Mr. Edgeworth! Please, you have to believe me, I didn't do it. I chased the fake Yatagarasu in here, and he was already... You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. I'd like to help you reduce the number of mistaken arrests Interpol makes. And we'll do that next time. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day. See you next time for some more Let's Play Ace Attorney Investigations. Miles Edgeworth. Goodbye.